Floor is yours.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the Burn It Down NASCAR podcast,
Uh,
season 2 again. Wow.
Season 2, episode
Episode
2.
2. Yes. And there's some things to discuss and hash out here. So
Yeah, NASCAR is
I'm just
finally
going to,
rolling.
yeah, finally. All right. Go ahead and your top line thoughts.
Of what?
What's going on today?
I just kind of browsed a little bit. NASCAR did a lot of their media pictures today. So it's, everybody's obviously getting excited with that. There was some news. Kyle Busch got a brand new sponsor though.
Yeah, net spend?
Yeah, something like that.
First time I ever heard of that. I did see images of the car mock-up, and it's not
No, I
horrible.
like it. Actually, the color scheme's nice. But it's the first new sponsor to come to that team. Wasn't a Tyler Reddick carryover. So it's a new one. So he's bringing something. So hopefully that comes into other ones. Even though that car is good for a while. So, I think the car looks sharp with all the paint schemes coming.
It's the red, white, and blue theme, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And he's got the MGM, he's got Lenovo, he's got the 3Chi, he's got this now. I don't know if his Rowdy Drink can be a primary, but I know it's a quarter panel one.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
there's no way it's
there's
not.
that. The big news, I guess, there's two of them, but there's the big news is Kevin Harvick is announcing his retirement. From Stewart-Haas, which we kind of knew about last year. This was never a thing. Everybody kind of speculated. We have our inklings of what he's going to do after, but this is his last.
It's announced. He's going to Fox in 2024 in the booth.
Well, we're talking about ownership. What we talked about.
Right. Okay. I get where you're.
Yeah,
going there.
he can still be a booth, but we talked about ownership. In Stewart-Haas stake, but is Tony's tired?
Harvick and Boyer in the booth is going to be awesome.
Yeah, if Harvick can break out of his shell. I watched a little documentary not documentary, but it was it's kind of like a real sit down that they posted on their socials, and it was a pretty cool little interview. It was like a 16-minute interview with Harvick, and he's like, "What's my legacy to be?" He's like, "I don't want to be in the Earnhardts. I don't want to be the the Pettys." And to me, he's like, I fronted my whole career. Pretty much what he said. I was like, I was intimidating. I was that guy, but when I'm in a one-on-one, I could be pretty laid over pretty easily. So it was pretty cool telling interview that he had. So that's the big news. And then the other one, which is Travis Pastrana attempting the Daytona.
For 2311.
Yeah, for 2311. Which I think is pretty cool. What they did, if you didn't catch on, is Bubba Wallace is in the 2323, Reddick's in the 4545, and he's going to try to qualify in the 6767. So they have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you didn't notice.
I didn't catch that, but yeah, that's cool.
So he has to qualify in to go, and
that's going to come during the twin 125s to whether he's going to get in or
unless
not.
he gets to pull.
With 2311, really?
You never know.
I'd give that one to Tyler Reddick over Travis Pastrana. But then again, back in the day, Danica got the pole.
Yeah, so you never know. Like same Austin Dillon did it when he came in, so it's not impossible.
Hold it down and grip tight.
Yeah, and he's not. If people don't really realize, it was 8, 9, 10 years ago. He raced in the Xfinity full time. He's not a come into just to drive. He raced full time Xfinity. It was 8 some odd years ago. It was before his Nitro Circus stuff. But he raced for at least two. I want to say at least one or two seasons. I can't remember who for, but he raced
I
full
know he did
time.
one full-time season, and I think he was part-time either the season before or the
Yeah,
season
so he's
after.
not afraid, or he's not a newcomer to it. He's a newcomer to the Cup Series if he makes it, but it's we'll see what happens. I don't expect much, to be honest, but he's not coming in like a Frankie Muniz, doing his ARCA. That's I guess
I
other
want to
story.
bounce back to a rumor that's going around with Stewart Haas Racing.
Hmm.
Uh, you know how Martin Truex retired, unretired. Um, Now with Kevin Harvick announcing officially that he's done, there's rumors out there that Martin Truex may go to Haas Racing for 3 years.
Three. He was pushing racing this year, to be honest, but that could be a
Yeah,
Joe Gibbs
but I
thing.
think it's part of a disgruntlement that we have witnessed over the last year, year and a half at Joe
Mm.
Gibbs Racing.
Yeah,
There's a lot of people that have left that place
yeah.
that they're just not happy. I
Did
mean, obviously Kyle Busch is the
Well, look
headliner.
at Brendan Jones. Their
Yeah,
golden boy in the Xfinity said, "See ya. I see how you're
yeah,
treating me compared to your little nephew or your grandson. Sorry, grandson. I'm out." He went to Junior Motorsports, and he's probably gonna win the chip.
yeah. Have you? Because I haven't, and again, I'm not like scouring every day. Uh, Trevor Bain, what is going on with him? Do we know?
I can look real quick.
But I thought that was an interesting little nugget that Martin Truex is rumored to maybe go to Stewart Haas Racing to fill Kevin's spot. I think it'd be a good fit.
Yeah, but does he want to go in an organization that has three lackluster ass drivers?
There's two of them that ain't going to be there next year, and we know that.
I mean,
They're going to give what's his face that just signed.
Eric Amarola or
No,
Ryan Preece.
Amarilla's gone.
Amarola signed to through 2024.
We'll see about that. We made predictions here before, and
Yeah.
we're more right than we are wrong. Briscoe, is he the one that's coming back in, or is he the one gone? I'm
No,
just.
Cole Custer is the one. Briscoe is not going anywhere. He's the one. He was the golden boy who replaced
And who did
Boyer.
Custer kick out?
No, Cole Custer got kicked out by Ryan Preece.
Reese. That man, I can't. I'm having a brain fart today. All right.
And then you got Eric Amarola. Ryan Preece is probably
Yes.
going to get 2 years in that car because they're going to give him time to adjust and blah, blah, blah. Eric Amarola's probably got another 2 years. And Chase Briscoe is the only one that's finally coming around, which we knew he would. How well he did Xfinity. So is he gonna go in there with? Well, they're kind of good, but kind of bad. I don't know if he want. And Ford's kind of lacking. So does he want to go from Toyota to a Ford? Who knows this year? At least last year they were lacking. Ford really wasn't shit, even though they won the championship. But
I was gonna say they won the championship.
that was Penske. Okay, I say Stuart Haas Fords.
Well,
I can't find anything on him. I have to do more research on Trevor Bain to get back with
all
you
right.
maybe next week.
A couple of quick hits. If you want a camping spot at the Daytona 500, you're SOL.
Well,
You can't get one.
I'm sure you can go up there, and there's probably plenty. That was PR. I know they probably sold quite a bit, but they're saying all that. I'm sure you're good. But what?
Well,
It's
you might
good
have
that
to
sold.
camp on I-10 or whatever it is, the I-10 corridor.
Yeah.
But another quick hit. Chase Elliott again is the most popular driver, the fifth year in a row. So kudos to him for that. Ring the bell in Dawsonville. And another one I found a little bit interesting, but I can certainly believe it, is there's rumors out there that Jimmy Johnson, in addition to doing his supposed, and I still question whether it's supposed limited stint with what is it? Not fantasy. Petty GMS
Legacy.
legacy. He may drive a truck on occasion for Kyle Busch. Now that
Wow,
they're all on the same page manufacturer wise.
that's interesting. I
So,
didn't hear that.
yep, saw that. Again, I'm just doing quick hits
Yeah,
here.
there wasn't really much. That's why I did. You make a
Yep,
list?
I did.
Okay, I'm saying that's why I texted you to make a list.
Joey Logano has sealed a 5-year extension deal with
Yeah,
Penske.
he's gonna retire Penske. Like
I
he's
agree.
a Penske guy. He's done what, won 2 championships with him. Pfft,
Yeah,
he's a lifer
he's Jeff Gordon of Penske.
right now. Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm.
the other thing I wanted to expand on a little bit, they're saying no practice at Daytona, none, and I don't
I haven't
I don't
heard that.
understand that. They have got to let these guys get out and try some things and figure out what they're dealing with. I mean, COVID's over for God's sake. It just I don't know. I don't understand. I know, they're saying it's an
Okay, I just went to their website and I'm gonna just read it down. Just the Cup Series because everything's mixed together here. The Cup Series on February 14th, less than a month away. They're random drawing for qualifier lineups. On Wednesday, media day, garage hours, which I don't know what that means. Garage hours, and then at 8:15 is the Busch. No, it's a night qualifying, which I don't understand. Let's qualify at night, but race during the day makes no sense.
No, it doesn't.
And then again on Thursday, February 16th says garage hours, and then this is the day of the duels. So there is no practice before the duels. Then driver introduction at 6:35, duel 1 and duel 2. At 7 is 8:45, and then on the 17th, garage hours again, and then at 5:30 p.m. on Friday, February 17th, there is practice.
The 500.
Yeah. But there's
Okay.
no practice pre-duel, which NASCAR needs to get their head out of their ass. Because
Yeah.
how the hell can you expect, if you want to make an even teams, how can you expect a guy like, let's say the Travis Pastrana crew? I know they have all that data, but he doesn't have the feel for the car, the track. How can he go out there and practice for that duel? You know what I'm saying? Like, they need to get, I don't know, that's just, why? Why you not giving them practice back? And then
I'm
after
sure their mindset is something to the effect of an
saving you
even playing
money.
field.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't buy it.
And then it's garage hours, fan access, pre-race entertainment, concert, red carpet, driver introduction, and then, yeah, there's only one practice, and that is hold on. Oh, there's 2 practices. There's a 5:30 p.m. practice after the duels, and then on Saturday there is another practice at 10:35 or 10:30 a.m. Final practice. So there's 2 practices, but they're probably 30 minutes.
If that.
Me-
If that.
Well, okay, well, I'll say that it's probably 45 because at 10:30 a.m. is the final practice, then at 11:30 a.m. is qualifying for the Xfinity. So probably a 45-minute.
It's not cool. I don't care who you are. It's not cool.
I don't know about that. Yeah, but there is practice, but it's very little.
They've got to give these guys more seat time. It's that simple. My opinion. And I'm not king, but it's like you said, people like Pastrana, and there's going to be others
Yeah,
that
yeah,
are
or
going to.
trying to get the way in. If they get the car off the track or off the truck and it's crap, they're not going to be able to qualify, right? So a practice allows them to, okay, this car is horrible. We got to change something. So that gives them something to change or, look at. So, like, I don't know, at least why don't they have a practice pre-duels? I don't.
Agreed. What are they supposed to do? Go into the Sims or something? I mean,
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
what they're thinking is the sim data can transfer to the car. And all last year they said the sim data is similar, but it's not the same. So you can't just that same setup put it
that
in.
work out with the rear ends crushing the
Yeah,
way they
yeah,
did, or
yeah. So,
that there was no sim data for that.
and I think that also comes down to no one watches practice. It doesn't matter. Don't televise it then.
They're not they're not practicing for
Yeah,
entertainment
yeah.
or audience. They're
They're practicing to get their
whatever.
car tuned in. Like, how many times have you, let's a higher profile, Kyle Busch came in and their car is crap when it comes off the truck, and they work on it through practice, and then they get it to where it's a top 10 car. They don't want to do that at the racetrack during the race, where how many times the past couple of years if they've got the car off the truck, they race, and the car is crap in the beginning, they work on it throughout the race to get it good, but like that's not racing.
Well, one of my favorite scenarios to promote the practicing, and again, I know I'm going way back, and I know you'll remember this because we were there together at Michigan. And this is back in the day when they had 2 days of qualifying,
Mm-hmm.
and they had a practice before and after each round of qualifying. The first day, they qualified the top 20. The second day, they had a practice before and after, and they qualified the rest of the field. And I'll never forget this. Dale Earnhardt, senior, on day two, after having those two or three qualifying or practices, came out and actually didn't win the pole because the first 20 spots were set on day one. It was, from 21 back. But his qualifying speed on day two was, I don't even know how much, but it was enormously faster than pole qualifying on day one. And he was starting 21st.
Mm-hmm.
So don't tell me that practice, and again, it's old school.
Yeah, but with
The
these new,
cars can't even be compared. I get that. But you give them that track time to to dial things in or out or get a better feel, and you can get different results. So I just don't understand the complete reduction of track time that NASCAR is giving these teams. I just don't get, other than they don't have to have the personnel on the
yeah,
track. They don't have to have.
I think it's part of NASCAR's trying to save teams money aspect.
I think it's more trying to save their own selves money.
The track is
It's
rented out. Let them use the damn thing. They're trying to save. They're trying
exactly.
to save tire. On personnel, tires, fuel. They're trying to save all that.
And they got the emergency
Yeah.
crews that have to be there during all. I mean, I guess on one side, if you want to take the woke attitude, I get it. But on the other side of competition and bettering yourself and being prepared for the race the best that you can, one of the things I'm surprised at is like people like Kyle Busch and Kevin Harvick that they've literally been mum about this lack of practice and all this other stuff, where I think those are the kind of guys that would come out and say, come on guys, let us go wheel this thing a little bit.
Yeah. They need to do. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's a NASCAR problem and the drivers' organization or the union or whatever they want to call it. They need to get together and be like, we need a proper schedule set for every race, be the same. We need more practice time, but they're
If they don't make noise, they're not going to get it.
nope.
All right, I've got one final thing, and as we said, this is probably going to be a short hit. That I'm really, really excited to watch, and that is Kyle Larson has signed a
Mm-hmm.
contract with McLaren Racing to race in the 2024 Indianapolis 500.
So he's gonna do the doubleheader that nobody thought was possible again.
He's gonna do it, and I think he's capable. I compare him back to Tony Stewart
He
in the
wants to
day.
he wants to beat Tony Stewart's
Well, yeah,
positioning.
the time he had the double, he was top 10
Yeah, that's what I'm
both
saying.
races.
Yeah, he wants to do better than that. Yeah, he wants to, for one, probably compete, whatever. But he actually wants to probably finish better in both races over Tony.
So I just thought that was really cool. And I don't want to say I'm a Kyle Larson fan. I do like him. I do follow him. I do appreciate him. Especially with the BS that the man has been through. Um, but I thought that was pretty cool that it's announced officially. He's gonna do it. So not this year, next year.
Yeah, it's McLaren, whoever it was, and it's with association with Hendricks.
Yep. So that's pretty much what I've got on my list. I don't have anything else. Obviously we've got the Coliseum coming up, which if I wasn't doing this little podcast thing, I wouldn't even watch because I don't give a damn. I
Mm-hmm.
really don't. You don't turn a football field into a racing track, spend $1.5 million doing it, and then tear it down 24 hours later and say, "Yeah, man, that was all good."
Yeah,
And you don't enhance any of the races around you as far as ticket sales and merchandise sales, and you still want to tell us this is a good thing. And I will go out right now and predict this is the last year. They did it the first time because they had such a good well, they're doing it the second time because they had such a good response. But it's all people that just wanted to say, "Hey, I was there." They didn't go to Phoenix, they didn't go to Sonoma, they didn't go to Auto Club, they didn't go to Vegas. They just wanted to say, "Hey, man, I was there."
yeah.
It maybe bought a little bit of merchandise that probably's got dust an inch and a half thick on it. Um, but I do believe this will be the last time they do this. I really do. In fact, I will even go one step farther. Next year, All-Star race, Rockingham.
Can we wait
I
for our predictions here? Jeez.
I'm done as far as anything, unless you got something else you want to chew up a little bit.
No, that was it. And I just, like I said, most of this was just filler. The main thing is I kind of just wanted to cover any news and then pretty much just do our top 10. It can be outlandish predictions or either obvious predictions, but like have 10 predictions for the 2023 season.
You want them now? You're just springing this on me?
I told you that.
I don't remember it.
I
But that's
texted
okay.
I texted you for your list. That's what I texted you. Oh boy.
Let's see. You did. I see it. I guess I must have just
I said we should do a
gone
10
over.
to 15 prediction for the season. And then you said,
All right.
okay, when? I said, have it Tuesday. You said, sounds good.
I must have been half asleep.
Uh,
All right, I'll let you lead off, and I'll try and tee off of that.
well, I guess I can go with kind of what you were saying earlier. What did I say here? These are in no order. I said this will be the last year of the LA Coliseum with one of them.
All right, we did that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I kind of want to go with kind of what you started with. I said this is. I have a pen, but this is the last year of the Coliseum. That was one of them. Let's see. I also said Jimmy Johnson will be a non-factor for the year. As in, he's
You
not.
really think so?
Yeah, I think it's all hype because his last 3 years or 2 years in Cup didn't do shit, and he had Hendrick stuff. Sorry,
But he didn't own it. I still,
I don't.
it's
He
intriguing.
he'll bring viewership, but he ain't gonna do shit. He won't.
But what if he does win the
I'm saying
500?
if, but I just don't think it'll be a hit.
All right, I got it. I'm writing it down.
um, hold on, let me mark that. And I said, let's see. I said Alex Bowman will go to the 4 after this year. I know you said Martin Truex, as I thought it was kind of interesting. I think Alex Bowman will go to the 4.
All right, I'm sticking with Martin Truex.
And I could see I have a little, I guess, quotations of who could go to the 48. Either going to go with someone young and upcoming, or they could pull, a veteran, which would be either Martin Truex as the veteran, or cherry pick one of Junior's guys, and I think it'd be Sam Mayer go to the 48.
All right, it makes sense. I wouldn't go. I think Mr. Hendricks and Jeff are done with the older guys because they've been through the
Yeah, yeah,
Mark Martin experience, the Junior
yeah.
experience.
But
I agree with you that they'll go more with the younger.
yeah, and I think Sam Mayer, if anybody of those junior, junior guys, it'd be Sam Mayer since Noah went to Petty. So I think Alex is out of the 48 after this year, and he's gonna go either to the 4 or somewhere else. I said another one here. I said RFK drivers will both get a win. Brad and Buscher was another one.
Well,
And that's not too far fetched, but I think they made very good strides by the end of last year. They went through. Brad pushed the envelope with getting caught with his shit, getting in trouble. I think he knows the boundaries, and I think they ended on a good note. I think they'll both get wins.
I mean, they swept the duels last year.
Yeah, it wasn't a point
and
race.
yeah, and Busher did win a race. So
Yep.
I mean, I agree with you. That's not far fetched.
I'd say it's not far fetched. No. Another one here. I think Kyle Busch will get 3+ wins in the 8 car. That was another one. Which that one's really not.
Hang on. 3+ wins. Now I'm gonna blow your mind. He wins championship next year in the 8 car.
Man, that would be fucking a big FU to Joe Gibbs.
Like I said, I'm making notes here because this is gonna stay in the drawer for prosperity.
Another one I said Norks Wilkesboro will be a hit. Will be the highest rated all-star race, watched all-star race in the last 10, 15 years.
Oh, I can't disagree. It will be it could be rivaling the Daytona 500.
Yeah.
As far as viewership. Again, I hate to beat a dead horse, but I live in the area. I'm less than 3 hours away from the place. The hype, even though we haven't even gone to Daytona yet, for this race at Northwell. Stop it. At North Wilkesboro is unbelievable locally. It's incredible. And then you pile on the fact that word got out and pictures got out about Rockingham being totally repaved. The media hype in the sports world in this particular area, I know it's not getting out nationally.
I think NASCAR kind of wants to keep it low key because they have an announcement coming, I think. Rockingham. They're not repaving Rockingham for not to be used. So that goes into my that kind of like it's part of the same prediction. I think Rockingham 20.
You think Wilkesboro will go on the schedule?
Yes.
Is that okay?
Yeah. It'll be a hit, and they'll announce whenever the 2024 season. I think Wilkesboro will be on the schedule. I don't think it'll be in the chase as one of the chase races, but it'll be on the schedule.
That's where it should be.
Yeah. But I also said I said it doesn't have to be during, but this would be kind of ideal. During the Wilkesboro All-Star race, they'll announce Rockingham either be the All-Star race or they'll do the Clash at Rockingham. One of the two.
How about both?
Yeah, they don't want to go there twice.
Why not?
I mean, I'm not saying why not, but that it's one or both. But that's just another prediction, or I guess prediction.
All right. No, I'm with you. I'll agree with you to this point. Whether it's the Clash or the All-Star race, 2024, there will be an event at Cup level.
Yeah.
At Rockingham.
Mm-hmm. I
agree with you.
I said Bubba Wallace will not get a win this year.
Now we got to start the Bubba watch.
Yeah. I said Bubba will not get a win this year.
All right.
Another one I said, let's see. I said Denny Hamlin and Martin Truex are done with JGR after this year.
I agree with you on half of that. I agree with
only reason I'm saying Denny because he's losing FedEx after this year. They're done. He has no sponsorship. That's his whole thing. And his contract's up this year. They're both of them.
Well, he's going to have to buy another charter or two if he's going to go race for himself.
Well, he's got the 67 going with Pastrana.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that'll be it, but it's kind of there, starting. But I said they're done with him.
I agree with you 100% that
Truex
is gone. He's gone. They're like mice running off a sinking ship over there, and it's not just the main drivers; it's employees.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
That was that one. I also said Kevin Harvick goes out with a bang, which means he'll go out on a high note. Either that be a fight, either that be ending strong with wins, or having not a catastrophic, but a crazy crash. There's something he's gonna not just go out like simmer. He's gonna go out strong.
I agree.
That it? Or you had.
Well,
I thought you were saying something.
I'm just writing it down. I don't disagree. I just don't know what that high note will be.
Yeah, I don't either. Like I said, with him, it could be, well, I'm buying Stuart Haas. So, he's going to make a headline of some sort. He's not going to go out there be winless. He's not going to just ride around. He's going to go out with a bang of some sort. My last one, I saved this for last because of what happened at the end of this year, is Ty Gibbs will get in a fight with somebody.
Oh, yeah.
he's gonna piss off somebody because, how he is, and he's going to get into a fight. And that's how that situation.
I'm gonna make an absolutely crazy,
like I said,
and I'm telling you straight now, it's crazy prediction. Jeff Gordon will drive again this year.
Gordon?
I don't know why. I don't know for who. Whether somebody will get hurt. I think you're going to see him in a car this year.
Well, Junior kind of advocated this, like, why don't you just, get in a race car once a year, do like I do. So, like, Junior's doing Bristol this year again. So, Junior asked, say you do go.
Isn't he doing Martinsville as well?
I don't know. I just know Bristol. I don't know about Martinsville.
I say that Jeff will, for whatever reason. And I don't know that I can't foresee that. I just have this feeling because he's there every race. There's issues with personnel. There's things of that. I just say he will get in a car this year, and I think it will be at the Cup level. I don't know. I'm thinking North Wilkesboro, just because he can. So that's my. You've covered a lot of what we've already talked about and
Yeah,
things
yeah.
we've
It's like I
said.
said. There's some of them. It can be kind of obvious, and it could kind of be out there, or but those are kind of like off the top of my head and a little bit of thinking. 10, 11, 12 subjects, but um,
I'm sorry, I completely forgot about that. You did text me.
no,
I
you're
must have been
good.
busy.
But it's a little list I had right there, and see where it goes, and if it's any true, it's like all of them could be wrong, but there's other things you could be outlandish about, but those are pretty much. I think a lot of people could agree on. Maybe not the Bubba thing, but
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to do the Bubble Watch again. Hopefully Denny's done being pissed off at Ross Chastain, and
oh, that's another one. Ross is at his contract's up this year too. So
yeah, he's not Trackhouse.
I
If they're gonna,
mean, if Tony throws the bag at him, he might go to the 4.
well, why would you go somewhere where or leave somewhere where you're having success?
I,
You know.
I money
But then
talks.
again, Tony would love the watermelon smash. He would absolutely love that.
Or kick roll out, go there, and then bring in Truex to the 4. Try to rebuild that program instead of having mid drivers in there.
Yeah, Tony's. I know Haas isn't that much involved anymore. It's kind of like Keselowski
And
taking
Roush.
over for Jack Roush. Rumors are there's some issues there, but I just don't see Ross Chastain leaving. What's his face gave him his chance,
Yeah.
s- stood behind him through all the controversy all year long, and there was a lot. And never asked him to change. Never, he's like, dude, be you and keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm not saying I don't disagree. I just money talks, and like look what Tyler Reddick did. So
yeah, yeah. Well, we'll see how that works out too.
yeah.
All right, you got anything else?
No, that's pretty much it. Like I said, we covered the news a little bit, and then like I said, I had my list.
All right. For those that are listening, and I'm gonna do something a little different this week. Uh, I've been given permission to do a different platform, so hopefully we get a few more listeners, and I'm gonna try it out and see how it works out. But we're gonna do the fantasy league again this year at NASCAR.com. It will be the Burn It Down NASCAR group, and we're gonna keep promoting it. Hopefully, we get a bunch of people in there, and hopefully, if we get enough, we're gonna do some prizes. But I just want everybody to play along with us. It's fun. We'll call you out. As far as who does good, and we may even have the loser of the week. I don't know. But we want everybody to play along with us. And it's just, like I said, it's the Fantasy League at NASCAR.com. Search for Burn It Down NASCAR Podcast. I'm not even sure you have to go all the way with that. I think it's just Burn It Down Group.
It's Burnt Down NASCAR podcast, but it hasn't even updated. I looked again today. It's still not updated to what they're gonna do. New rules, or it's the same. It hasn't updated. So
Okay. But we're definitely going to do it. Um, got our Facebook page, and Brian does really hard work here. He gets us on all platforms of social media, and um, give us a shout. Let us know. So, with and if you have something you think we should talk about or you want to chime in, we'll definitely put it on the table. There's no two ways about that. Everybody has a different view, and we want to cover it all. And the main thing, we want to have fun.
Yep.
That's what this is about. So, with that, kiddo, I'm done unless you got something else.
Nope. I'm good there.
All right, everybody have a great week, and we'll try and do it again next week. Definitely getting close to the Clash. News is happening fast and often, so we'll keep up with it. I hope you guys will follow.
Yep.